Hey everybody, so all this bad shit all over the world and everything here in America is happening for a reason. Okay, karma. Shit just don't happen for no reason. There is a reason why we're literally being forced to change here and all over the world one way or another. So this is why, like what I'm talking about with the hemp plant, this is our new opportunity to developing a new infrastructure that's actually perpetuating or designed to perpetuate goodness for all. The current one we have here in America does not. And until we start fucking bringing more attention to that, nothing is going to change. And the pain is going to continue. It's actually going to continue to grow. It's like there's flooding now in Taiwan. There's flooding all over the world. Like everything is indicating change is needed. We are in or entering the age of Aquarius, which is all about harmony. So like this is why I have issues when I see Tucker and Trump and all these people like talking about how great America is. And yes, the founding concept of America was great, but what America has turned into is not that great, in my opinion. Literally the way that it is run, if it were continued the way it is with all of the consumerism and all this free market and all these toxic products, it's literally perpetuating the death of thousands, if not millions, of other creatures all over the fucking world, as well as perpetuating sickness all over America. The evidence is in, the numbers are in, the stats are in, there is no denying it. And again, the plastics are killing us. They're spreading the diseases, they're killing our immune system. Like all these things are really actually happening. The corruption in the United States government is because we have allowed these corporations to grow so fat from our choosing consumerism that they now have the power. And since we continue to buy all of this shit, that shit now has power that comes over here. This is why with Tucker, like they did earn their power. They earned their power from our chosen toxic consumption. Our lack of a collective initiative to change things in a dramatic way. People have known about hemp and other alternative clean solutions for some time, but people become compromised. They choose to work their 9-to-5 jobs and do what's in their heart they know to be right. And this is why this has been allowed to do what it is and to be what it is, because you guys really fell asleep at the wheel. And now my generation is stuck with a future that looks bleak as fuck. I'm sorry, if Trump gets president, which I hope he does, he still is not changing the culture of America. That's what needs to happen. Like our culture needs to change. Our culture is essentially money, like materialism. Like even though like in the hearts, Americans really aren't even that greedy, I don't think, but because we've allowed money and capitalism and free market and politics and media and music to have the influence that it has had, we've now to a lesser greater degree, morphed our brains into caring more about money than we do about our fellow human being. And that's the type of shit that needs to change. That's the type of shit I want to see coming out of politicians' mouths. Okay? And especially if you're going to call yourself or align yourself with being a Christian, I mean, it should all be about following the word. The word should be above you. You should not be proclaiming yourself with all these big words, and that's very egotistical. I don't see how anybody could like have his name everywhere and be talked about all over the place and still not have a little bit of an ego trip. Like there should be some humility in acknowledging that the Yahushua is the word that you follow, that is your guideline, and you should align yourself as well as you can with following that guideline. There should be no good reason why Trump isn't doing something to help feed starving children. He has more than enough money. Not to mention, from a PO standpoint, that would be great. Don't you think that would help your votes if you were helping feeding starving children? If you were like, yeah, I'm giving millions of dollars to help out Africa, I think a lot of voters would be like, holy shit, this dude is actually fucking doing some good shit. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and support him. But you shouldn't even do it for that reason, but it would have that effect. But you should do it just because children are fucking dying. But people don't want to talk about that. So I'm going to continue being this fucking thorn in y'all's ass until you guys wake up and do what's right. I shouldn't even have to do this, but the fact that I have to do this says something about where y'all's are at and where the collective of humanity is at, and y'all should be grateful that there's people that actually care enough about you and the collective to wake you guys up. It's called tough love. All right? You guys are tripping. All right? I love y'all. Take care. Bye.